How's it going, average guys and gals? I say gals because we're all about equality here, but you're back on the air with V.
And Jake the
We got
Snake is
Jake the
here.
Snake. Jake, eat my ass, Galvin. God, people are gonna
Eat it. Eat it.
People are gonna hate me for saying that.
Gross.
We got a lot to talk about today. Huge day in sports. It's enormous. We've heard some big rumors about certain topics, and we're gonna cover them. First thing we're gonna hop into right now is Conor McGregor.
What's going on with that, V?
I honestly think in my heart of hearts, I've been reading a lot, and actually I was in my class. Yes, the V does go to school. I mean, I know I'm very uneducated, but have to do that.
We all go,
and
man.
Dos Cadenas looked to me and said, Conor McGregor retired. I looked at him like, shut the fuck up.
That was the most randomest thing ever, man.
Actually, you know what?
On Twitter of all days.
You tagged me in it first.
Yeah.
However, I have to give him credit because I didn't look at your tag.
Aw.
I was too busy on my fantasy baseball.
Aw, tear.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. And he looked at me and said he retired, and I'm like,
That was so random, dude.
I'm like, no, there's no way. Like, where are you reading this from? And I'm like, give me a credible source. So I did some more of my own investigating myself, and everyone,
It's on Twitter.
It's been out since like a day already that Conor McGregor retired. Like literally, like well, not a day, couple hours into the morning.
Yep.
And people are like, oh no, let's not talk about Conor McGregor retiring. Like, this is not the biggest thing to happen all fucking month. Conor McGregor retiring.
Yeah, it was a random thing. They don't even know what happened. I think it was a contract dispute or something,
It's a huge contract dispute. And I've been reading about it right here, and a lot of people are saying that he's not done. He's not done.
He just wants his money or
He
what?
just wants his money.
That
And the
makes
thing
sense.
about it is, I'm reading a lot of tweets. People are tweeting. Obviously, Nate Diaz chimed in on this. Jake, he's like, I guess I'm going to retire too.
Yeah, my work here is done or some
like,
shit.
Nate Diaz, your career's been over before that fight. I'll back you up, McGregor, just for once.
Well, that sucks for him because he wanted to fight, and then he now all this shit.
I would give it to Nate Diaz. He didn't want to fight, and I've been all day. I've been like angry at Conor McGregor. I'm like, this is bullshit. I've always put this man down because I thought he was a paper champ. You know, you were there for my whole Jose Aldo thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I was a huge Jose Aldo fan, guys. I do apologize.
Indeed, he was, guys.
No one's perfect. No one's perfect.
Yeah, no one's perfect.
By the way, it's hot as balls in our studio.
I'm
right now.
sweating major ass in
Yeah,
here, guys.
It's really bad, but you know, shout out to our producer. He doesn't care about us not even a bit.
Shuts the windows up.
But back on subject, Nate Diaz and a lot of other fighters have tweeted to Conor McGregor's, you know, as a reaction.
I wonder what it is because I know Dana White seems to get everybody's business. So I wonder if he pissed them off
Patrick
or something.
Cote tweeted, "That's funny because I'll be available for UFC 200
Oh,
with the
come
winning
on!
streak." Oh God.
No one
What was
cares.
his last great fight against Tito Ortiz back in the day?
Yeah, Patrick Cote can kiss my ass.
No,
Dude,
eat your ass. That's your tagline. Don't ever say he can eat your ass.
Hashtag eat my ass.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to watch Conor McGregor, dude. That's some bullshit.
There was also somebody else putting I'm not.
Who Chuck Liddell's gonna fight him too or what? To change his weight class?
Mario Ronaldo put the hell with it. I'm retiring too.
Oh my gosh.
But they're just like mocking him.
Imagine it's like his little sister just went and just jacked his phone and just decided to be a dick today or
This was
something.
my favorite tweet though. This is my favorite tweet. This makes me believe that Conor McGregor isn't done
What
with
is
the
it?
UFC, and it was from Derek Brunson. I remember when it was like yesterday when Conor, Rousey, and Sage could do no wrong. My oh my, how things have changed. Wow.
Oh wow. Huh.
Jamie Varner after that
Interesting.
put, did someone finally take the power away from the UFC? What's going on here? Time for a unit.
Wow.
Are we sensing a fighters union coming in the works, Jake?
Dude, I think so. I don't know, man. I know Dana White's been having some issues because I know he overworks his fighters. So it could be that.
Yeah, 2 title defenses in a
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Jeez.
These are the motherfuckers squeezing those fighters'
yeah.
money out of those guys, dude.
I mean, and no, don't sit there and be like, oh, we care nothing but just about the fighters. Like, I genuinely care about human beings. I'm like the most fucked up philanthropist in the world, or whatever you call it. Whatever you call that shit that
Whatever it is.
care about humans. I
It
got
is what it
wrong, and the
is.
people are gonna make fun of me, but I care about Conor McGregor's health. I think he's full of shit when he says that he got scared. I do believe he got scared, but he seems like a man that would literally.
No, yeah, he would fight him. I just think he was. I think he was just in his business. I don't think he liked it.
Dana White has too much power in the UFC, by far.
Well, I was hearing eventually they were supposed to try to kick him out of power eventually, but I think that's too soon to
If
say
you
that.
guys
but-
think Roger, I'm sorry, Jake, keep
No,
doing
go.
that to you. If you guys think it's the monster, if you guys think Roger Goodell
So
is
good.
bad in the NFL,
Dude, that's gonna be Dana White's way worse,
Dana
man.
White is 6 times
God.
micromanager.
You know, I was looking into this because I know a lot of fighters didn't like him because I guess a lot of champs. He plays favorites.
Uh-huh.
So I know he takes people out on like clubs and takes them out, like kind of like babies them, kind of mushes them up a little bit. So I know that he plays favorites a lot, and I think a lot of people didn't like that either. So that's what I looked
He needs to
into.
stay out of it. You're
I know, let him fight, let him
you're
do
an
his thing.
executive. Why are you
I don't know.
with your common workers? Yes, they're your money people, but you are the face of the UFC, and you need to step back and do finances and executive work.
Do you remember, like, this is a long time, it's off topic, but remember, I think it was Tito Ortiz supposed to fight Dana White like years
That
ago.
was a rumor.
Yeah,
but it was
no,
a
they were
gr-
supposed to fight,
it
and
was a
then
great
then
rumor,
Tito
yeah.
like, I'm not gonna fight him.
I remember Tito Ortiz wanted to fight Joe Rogan. Poor Joe. I got love for
Joe
you,
Rogan's a
Joe.
badass,
I got
man.
love for you, Joe, because you know what? You
Fucking
did what
black
I
belt.
want to do.
Yeah, he's fucking shit.
You don't have much experience in sports, but yet you still get, credibility, and I respect that about
I like
you,
him.
Joe.
He's dope.
But that's all we're going to talk about UFC. Other than that, I believe the fight is still on between Jones and
Yeah, that fight's
Farouk's,
still going on.
And
Yeah,
I watched that guy's highlights, his
no,
competitor.
he's pretty
And
good.
he's pretty athletic.
You know what's funny is I was watching John Jones has been on a bunch of shows, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go in there and just knock him out. Just be me, So I'm like, man, just shut up and just fight. Stop going on these shows and stop talking out of your ass. Just go on and just fight, and that's it, dude.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about the UFC, and I think you'll be happy if we close off with this.
What is it?
If John Jones wins this fight, beats Cormier, to unite the belts, do we give him a super fight
Like, what do you mean with super fight?
against what is his name?
Oh,
God,
like
blanking.
the next weight class
Yes,
up?
who's the heavyweight champ?
I can't even pronounce his fucking name, dude.
That Brazilian. And you
Yeah, that
guys know
Brazilian
who-
guy that knocked.
You know who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Mauricio Verdum. There you go.
There you go.
God,
Verdum.
Verdum versus John Jones. That's what I want to see. Give us another super fight, Dana White. Make people like you.
That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that.
Let's get a little bit into baseball, Jake.
Bryce Harper time.
Earlier, before we recorded this podcast,
Yep.
I just said that Bryce Harper hit his second grand slam.
That is such a G, dude. What a such a G right
He's
there.
got, I think he's on 6 home runs. And last year he had 42, I believe.
Yeah.
40.
He's gonna break that record for sure.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
He really is. He hits everything that comes his way. And they're like, oh, no, he doesn't. Like, his batting average is lower. Yeah, it's true. But his slugging percentage is like in the 890s.
His team sucks, but he's the shit right now,
He's
man.
carrying them on their back.
Yeah.
Which is, they do have some good pitchers. They have two good pitchers on their team.
Yeah,
They're
but-
9-2.
Eh.
They're looking like a good contender to make the playoffs. But me being the realist that I am here, I'm a very,
He's the GOAT, man. He's like the Michael Jordan right now.
oh my God, he did not just say that.
I'm serious. He's
didn't-
killing it right now.
You just called him the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But people.
I'm talking out of my ass at this point. But
not
I'm just
even-
saying he's playing like it though. That's why
He's
I like
playing
about him.
almost with more like a Kobe Bryant. Let me tell you why. Everyone's already hating him.
Yeah, that's true.
I rarely hear good things about Bryce Harper. That he hits.
Well,
People don't like
he's
his
an ass,
attitude.
his asshole. Yeah.
And I like that about him. I like
Yeah.
it. What'd you say that Colin Coward
Oh yeah,
said?
yeah. Colin Cowherd was like, okay, so if in order to be great, you kind of have to be a dick. You kind of have to just be a loner. You kind of have to just do your own thing, focus just on you, and that's what kind of Kobe did and Michael Jordan did. So Bryce Harper has all those kind of tendencies a little bit. Mike Trout doesn't have that, but I mean, Mike Trout's still
Mike Trout
phenomenal
is
base.
sleeping.
Yeah, he's
literally,
kind of chilling
like,
on it.
I don't think he knows what a base. Maybe you know what? It might be a deeper thing. Maybe he's got some
I think
issues
he'll be
back. But
maybe he'll be all
back.
right. Yeah, he'll be all right. I
Bryce
love you,
Harper-
Mike.
He's wearing his Angels cap, and I'm wearing my Dodgers cap, guys. Bryce Harper is. I hope he hits 40 something home runs. I hope he hits 50. It's about time we see some.
I say it's 45,
excitement.
46.
Some excitement in his,
Yeah.
hitting things. We got a lot of great hitters. Everyone from Manny Machado to Trumbo to.
Trumbo's a shit,
Mike
dude.
Trout
Why
last year.
Angels get rid of him, man? I'm like, no, what are you doing?
But Bryce
What are you
Harper
doing?
is just standing out right now because
He's just doing.
he's doing his job. His job is to clean up, to take care of business.
I really hope he comes to the
to
Angels
slam
soon.
it out of there when those guys are on base, and he's done it twice already.
Yeah, he's knocking him, dude. He's knocking him.
And I'm gonna say this:
What are you saying?
Bryce Harper will leave the Nationals
Yeah, we're talking about that recently. I don't know where he goes, but he goes somewhere probably better than the Nationals.
There's cap space for him in the New York Yankees.
Oh, Yankees.
Everyone knows it. They don't see it yet. They're
Seattle
like,
Mariners, because they grab like every
no,
player.
they're not gonna get him.
I'm just saying, it's talking about.
I'm gonna call that before everyone. You heard it here first on AGS. The V is gonna call it. Bryce Harper will go to the Yankees.
I think so too.
If he has an opportunity to.
He goes somewhere and goes. Nationals just suck, dude.
A little bit more about baseball right now. The Cubs are HOT.
Wow, super hot.
They're just doing their job.
Fantasy
we talk
hot.
about it almost every podcast, and they just keep doing their job.
Yeah, they're knocking
They're
them.
going out there and winning games, and they are gonna get this.
I kind of figured when they lost last year, I'm like, they're gonna come in way hot next year. I know it.
They're gonna get this guy's #1 power ranking in the NL. I'm gonna go with them with their pitching staff and Arrieta. They have other pitchers too, but that's just off the top of my head. They got a great hitting staff.
Who's best in the AL league right now, man?
I'm gonna leave, but a little bit more about that though. The NL is the ESPN ranks the Nationals.
No one really cares about ESPN ranks, anyways.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give us a fast story. We all know that ESPN is high when they say the Washington Nationals are
super
better
high
than other teams, and
it's got one good player.
One or two, maybe two. And people keep sleeping on the Giants, and everyone knows the Giants every other year.
Oh yeah, they win it.
Series. I'm gonna go Cubs, followed by the Rockies.
Ooh, the Rockies actually look really good.
They're looking.
I was like, what? The Rockies? The Rockies haven't been good since like 1980s.
The Rockies are in first place in the NL West.
Wow, that is amazing.
Ahead of the Giants and the Dodgers.
The Giants dropped to third, didn't they? Yeah, they dropped to third.
No, it's a tie right now.
Tie right now? Oh, all right.
Second, or is it a tie, I believe?
Must tie.
It's a tie. I confirm it's a tie. I'm a Dodgers fan. You already know. I actually went to Dodger Stadium last Friday for the Dodger-Giant game.
Boo.
I was there, people, when Kike Hernandez hit back-to-back home runs off Madison Bumgarner.
Dude, what the fuck?
It was electrifying.
Yeah, that was a good game, by the way. That was a nice game.
It was a really good game. I had really close leads. I was very happy with it. I saw Madison Bumgarner pitch. He's a great pitcher. He's definitely an ace, He did his thing.
Fucking stud, dude.
But Kike Hernandez, or people like to know him as his official name is Enrique Hernandez. It's so funny because I'm sitting there and we're getting, little alerts from our phones, me and Dos Carinas for baseball. I'm sitting here at the game and like, Kike Hernandez, coming up for a second hit. And then I get alert from MLB. No, at bat. Enrique Hernandez just hit a home run. I'm like, who the fuck is Enrique? Oh, sorry guys.
Different names.
I'm half white. I don't really get in touch with my Hispanic side.
It's all right. I'm the same way.
But yeah, I do like what the Dodgers are doing. Just a little fun thing that we did there, and
yeah, Dodgers are doing pretty good.
Have you seen the Diamondbacks' new uniforms?
They're better.
No. I don't think you've heard this. Me and Dos Caninas were talking about this earlier today. I'm not one to harp on uniforms because they're just uniforms. Like if I picked a team off uniforms, it would have like the Magic. They have a great uniform. The Raiders have a great uniform. Personally, they've switched from that ugly ass like burgundy style thing to this black and burgundy.
What?
Gray, charcoal gray.
What?
It's pretty dope, man.
About fucking time.
You guys gotta check it out. If you guys haven't seen the Diamondbacks in uniform, check it out.
I think the Marlins were changing theirs too.
So we ranked the Yankees, or not the Yankees. Woof.
Whoa, you're jumping the gun there,
yeah.
B.
NL team.
The fucking
number
gun.
1 team is the Cubs, and I got the Rockies, and I think Jake will agree with me on the NL.
Oh yeah. I totally agree on that.
And AL, I'm gonna have to give my vote to the Orioles. And I can't even give you a second place team, and it's very early in the season, guys. Don't quote me like, oh V, you said in week 3 of the MLB that they're the best. I'm just saying, as of right now, I do like how the Orioles are playing. They're on a 3-game losing streak, though. Poor them. It's because they have no pitching.
Yeah, their pitching sucks.
Pitching staff sucks.
Just hire me. I'll pitch the ball. Shit. For free.
Get Jake, eat my ass, Galvin.
Why don't you guys announce that when I'm pitching, too?
So far we talked about Bryce Harper and his quest for, I say, 50 home runs. You say 46.
Woo!
The baseball's best right now, which in the NL, the Rockies and all them. And the AL's best. And as of right now, pitching, there's some guys who are undefeated, and you're just like, why?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, Johnny Cueto is undefeated. His ERA is terrible. I just want to throw that in there.
What's that pitcher? I keep forgetting his damn name, dude. He's on the Marlins.
Oh, Jose Fernandez.
He's such a dude. They were talking about he's a fucking badass, dude.
Can we give a huge shout out
Woo!
to King Hernandez from the Mariners though? He recently what did he do? Tie most strikeouts, I believe.
Yeah. Something like that.
He's,
Yeah.
he's phenomenal
He's
too. And I see
phenomenal,
him
yeah.
leaving that
Phenomenal.
organization. So that's what we've been talking about, guys. Sorry, the monsters got me going.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't had a lot of time recently. You know, I've been very busy, but I'm sorry. I do love our podcast. I do love our fans. And there's one thing that's been super
Bugging us.
bugging me to the very core of
Gnawing
my
the shit at us.
body. And recently we had Kobe Bryant, his last game. You guys know that. It's a little late. I'm sorry. Like I said, we do this once a week.
We
so
miss
gotta
you,
forgive us.
Kobe.
You gotta forgive us. Dos Cadenas is trying to distract us right now.
I don't
He's
know what the
up in
fuck
fantasy
he's
baseball.
doing. He's like,
I just realized what you guys are talking about, and I'm very excited.
Oh, he's gonna come.
oh,
on
he's
the mic,
excited.
too.
All
Wow.
right,
Wow,
Car.
This is a really good treat.
Because
for you
this has
guys.
been gnawing the shit out of me for about a week already.
So, Kobe dropped 60 points with a terrible,
Woo!
terrible field goal percentage. Or
Is he 50 shots?
yeah,
6 points?
it was way under like 40, I believe.
It's all right. We love you,
That's
Kobe.
all right. And he got criticized for that by a man named Jason Whitlock.
Ah, trash.
I watch. Actually, I recently just got a lot into sports shows. I've always watched His and Hers. The
First Take.
First Take. Stephen A. Smith and all those guys.
Yeah.
And The Herd with Colin.
Colin Cowherd.
And he's a huge, huge Kobe hater.
Dude, he hates on. Yeah, they were saying that
But
Kobe's gonna kick his ass eventually.
Jason Whitlock hopped on there and just
For like an hour, dude. Like 2 hours.
Him and that blonde woman. I don't know her name because you know what?
Oh, Christine Leahy
I'll
or
say, what does
Leahy,
she even do on TV because she's hot? Okay, big whoop. Big whoop.
That's pretty much what it is.
I'd
Really
do a
shit
sports trivia off with her for her job any day of the week. For half
Doesn't really know anything
for
about
half
sports
the
either.
pay ESPN.
If it makes you feel any better, Colin Cowherd makes fun of her like for like an hour how she doesn't know sports.
Yeah, it's just
that's pretty funny.
She's a waste of space on there. I mean, she's good eye candy. Don't get me wrong.
Well, let's get back to Jason.
Back on
Whitlock.
topic.
Let's
She's
do it.
not the enemy. Jason Whitlock is. And I'm going to tell you guys something right now. He spent there for almost an hour. And he did not only one, he did 2 takes about how
2
Kobe
hours,
is
dude.
narcissistic, biggest imitator ever. Like,
He
ever.
What did he say? He killed the Lakers franchise
He
or
killed the
some
franchise.
bullshit? Come on, dude.
He called him like the biggest, like pretty much a cancer to our team.
So stupid.
I say our team because us 3 are Laker fans here. But don't let that fool you. We still know a good team when we see him.
So annoying.
And he said an imitator. And one of his things were, Jake, do you remember that whole argument about the Denver Broncos?
He tried to compare him to like Peyton Manning. He got a championship at his last run or something stupid like that. Yeah, I remember that.
And
that.
he
Perfect.
said that, oh well, Peyton Manning just won a Super Bowl with his last hurrah.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Okay, cool, that's great.
Kobe scored 60 in his last game. No one's ever scored 60 in his last game.
And
Come
he
on.
said that Kobe, couldn't even get in the playoffs. True.
Stupid.
And he always says, oh, well, Michael Jordan, Jason Whitlock, I'm sorry, when I say he, I'm saying Jason Whitlock, always says that Michael Jordan did it by himself, and Peyton Manning's a great athlete because he did it by himself.
So
Wrong. Peyton Manning had arguably the
best defense
of all time.
Hell yeah.
Of all
dude.
time. They're like top 3.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
interchangeable.
Yeah, they're a top 3 defense.
And you didn't mention this, Jason Whitlock. He didn't even throw a touchdown.
Yeah. It was
I didn't think he hit 200 yards in
No,
that
he
game.
didn't really do anything that game.
That old fart can barely march down the field. He did everyone a favor by retiring.
You know what? When I look when people hate Kobe, it's usually the 2 things. One, it's athletes that didn't do very much in their career, so
Ray
they didn't
Allen.
didn't make much money, didn't really do much. Marcellus Wally always hates on him because he didn't make shit. And then you got this Jason Whitlock guy, didn't really do anything in his career. He's been fired twice, drug issues, alcohol issues. So I think bitter person, dude. So he looks at Kobe, he has everything he wants. He has all this money. Kobe pretty much owns the franchise. Pretty much like everything is by him. And I feel like he just went on for 2 hours. Went on somebody else's show to hate on a perfect basketball player in my eyes.
And he said he went on about imitating, and me and Jake here were thinking about imitating. We were
That
watching.
doesn't make any
together.
sense either.
I had to watch this later on.
I made
recording,
him watch it.
and he made me watch it. and he's like, "Oh, imitator, 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 imitator," and I'm just like,
That doesn't make any sense.
doesn't make any sense because he's like,
We all imitate somebody.
He didn't. We all imitate. We all imitate. I'm imitating right now. I'm trying to be like Stephen A. Smith one day. I'm trying to be like Colin one day.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not much originality when something was invented hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as in basketball.
I think a successful person, you kind of have to imitate somebody to kind of craft your game.
And he's just like, okay, people didn't do this. Michael Jackson not Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson did imitate. He imitated James Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
Justin Timberlake imitated Michael Jackson.
Exactly, yeah.
People imitate. That's what they do. They put their own twist on it. Everyone has their own twist. Kobe Bryant's not Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan's not Kobe Bryant.
It's two different people.
And it's another one of his excuses. Oh my god, this one got me today, Jake.
What was it?
I wanted to start cussing and getting mad, but that's not professional. And I want to do this real.
Yeah.
He said Kobe had Shaq.
Oh, come on.
True, Shaq was in his prime. Toward the end of it, he got really fat, which I just couldn't stand.
Too many big bucks.
And then Jason Whitlock said Kobe drove away Shaq, and they could have had plenty of years together.
Yeah.
And if you watch as much of sports as me and Jake do here, me and Jake also watched the 30 for 30 that came out that night about the Magic.
Yeah, with Shaq.
About the Kobe and Shaq before Kobe and Shaq with Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this, Jason Whitlock. Shaquille O'Neal admitted to himself he split up that potential dynasty.
Yeah, he's a dick.
For all of you that don't know this, Shaquille O'Neal had one of the greatest teams put together around him.
Yeah, he had like a solid little team, bro.
From
Solid
a new
team.
franchise. From a new franchise, he had Penny Hardaway, Nick Anderson, and Horace Grant, who came off the Chicago Bulls team that won championships.
Yeah.
And he's gonna sit here and tell me that Shaquille didn't have anybody. Shaquille had plenty of people. And when that team went to the finals and lost against
And he
the
lost,
Rockets,
dude. Yep.
Shaq just said, "Fuck them." I'm sorry, cuz guys. And he
I'm going
left.
Lakers.
And he was already driving a wedge between them. The next year, he drove a wedge between him and Penny. And Penny Hardaway said, "This is not my team, Shaquille O'Neal.
It's your team.
It's in your team." He looked him dead in the face and he said it to him. And Shaq just brushed it off. And at the end of that thing, Shaq said, "You know what? You're right. I drove us apart."
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So that tells me that Shaq has the bigger ego than Kobe Bryant. And if he didn't, then maybe he should put his ego aside and work with someone who has potential.
Didn't Kobe would tell like Shaq like, "Come on, I'll fucking work with you, lose some weight, I'll do everything."
Shaq was overweight.
Yeah, and Shaq was like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do me and whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shaq, not only
Makes
that, people were like, "Oh, the talent. Kobe Bryant's not talented." Shaq left Penny Hardaway and Horace Grant for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, "No," and I know Jason Whitlock was saying it was for the money. Wrong. The Magic matched their offer.
Yeah, they matched their offer. Yeah.
So he left to be with Kobe Bryant. There was nobody on the Lakers franchise at that time.
They were trashed.
Who was going to hang out with Byron Scott? Like, come on now.
Vlade Divac.
Come on. And
He's like, he was on that team, but you know what I mean.
It's just
That's crazy.
a man who's, and then he's like, okay, well, what is the difference between Kobe and Michael Jordan? Kobe Bryant has a better field percentage.
Yeah, that's
So it
true.
means he's a better shooter. Technically, by book, it means he's a better shooter.
Hell yeah.
Kobe Bryant scored 81 points in the game. I don't remember Michael Jordan
Michael
doing
Jordan
that.
never did that, no.
Kobe Bryant has 60 point games.
Yeah, that's true. Most better points than Jordan. Didn't get the ring, but most points better than
He's
Jordan.
been to more finals than Jordan.
Exactly.
And then people were like, "Oh, Jordan never lost in the finals."
Yeah, he did.
Who beat them in the Eastern Conference Final
Magic.
game? Exactly.
So,
And I'm gonna come here and say this again. He goes, Colin backed up Jason Whitlock recently. I think it was today or yesterday. Or
Yeah, he
some recent
did.
show, and he said
Jason Wilkes, my guy.
he not only backed him up, but he backed up Kobe Bryant. He's like, the man won 5 titles.
Yeah, that's true.
3 was Shaq. Okay, we get it.
So
2.
that's a successful thing
But
right there.
What about the 2 other ones? And he goes, he had 2 great 7-footers of Paul Gasol and Andrew Bynum.
Oh, come on.
Are you fucking high? Andrew Bynum is a great center.
Andrew Bynum was like an average, dude. Even
What did I say
above
earlier,
average.
Jake? Like
Whatever.
good at most
Yeah.
and mediocre. No, good at rare times.
Yeah, exactly.
Rare times you see him throwing up double doubles,
Yeah.
which is his only job to do up double doubles.
Wasn't really anything else.
And
Very-
most of the time he's like, my ankle, my wrist. Kobe's too rough on me.
Yeah, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Break that shit off and get in there.
You lost all credibility when you said Andrew Bynum was a great.
I realize I feel like Colin Cowherd just says things out of his ass.
No,
and
that was Jason Whitlock.
Jason Whitlock,
Yeah,
just
I
to
would
get
not diss Colin Cowherd with that.
just to get fucking ratings. You know what I mean? Like Jason Whitlock's an idiot, but he's known to be like this. I guess he said some crazy shit, and ESPN they fired him the next day.
I'm glad
For his first week he hired at ESPN, he got fired like
I'm
the
glad
first
they
week.
fired him. He's a moron. I don't even know what he was talking about the other half of the take.
I don't know. He's an idiot.
The dancers.
But didn't he say something like, "Don't be the sheep. I'm the wolf in sheep's clothing."
I don't
Like,
know.
fool, stop. What are you doing? You're on somebody else's show acting like an idiot. Stop.
He's not a wolf. He's a jackal. A wolf goes out and hunts their own prey.
Fucking idiot.
They work together with other wolves to get prey. And the prey being, accomplishments like
shit.
Colin Cowherd has, like Kobe Bryant has,
Yeah.
not like you preying off their achievement.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a jackal. You're a crustacean. You're the bottom feeder.
He's just trying to make a name. There was, I forgot his name. He's a bald-headed dude with the glasses. He said some crazy shit about Kobe. The same thing what Jason Whitlock
I
said.
don't even know.
And he was trying to get, and I guess he ended up coming out that I was trying to get fame. And he was an ESPN writer. And I'm like, this jackass. So they always attack Kobe, dude, just to get some type of like name out for
Haters
him.
are gonna hate, man. They're
And
just
haters
put
are gonna ain't.
And they got KY jealous all over their dicks. Like they're not gonna recognize it. And it's okay. Another thing though is, what's Kobe gonna do now after with his career?
I hope he becomes an analyst, but I really
He doesn't have
see
the personality.
No, he kind of doesn't. But I would like to see him with Shaq and do a show or two. A show or two. I'm not saying a whole series.
Oh, I see that too. But he's
Okay,
he's not
cool.
gonna have a full like. He'll be like Rick Fox did when he came in here. And
Oh
there,
yeah,
kinda
like once for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come in with a nice suit.
yeah, and just talk for.
and just talk a couple minutes.
I really be kind of cool with him to be like a GM or like an executive in some of the Lakers. He's going with the Lakers something, dude. He's not gonna go to like Timberwolves or some shit. He's going with the Lakers.
He's a diehard
He's
Laker.
gonna do something with them and
Be
I
the
think
next
that's
Jerry West, Kobe Bryant. What's wrong with being Jerry West?
Dude, I don't know if anybody was like it, but the next day I felt like shit, dude. I felt so depressed. I'm like, fucking Kobe's gone, dude. I'm like, dang it. But then I'm hearing good things,
I
so I'll
post
be okay
more
with
pictures
Lakers.
of Kobe Bryant than I do my own girlfriend. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Dos Carinas, do you have anything to say about Jason Whitlock?
He's thinking about it right now. He's gonna punch a wall and then he's gonna go hard. He's holding. Oh, yeah, he's looking
steam is coming
at.
out of his ears because Dos Carinas doesn't really like sports that much, guys.
Yeah, he's just like
He's one of those average guys like you guys.
Oh, he's going hard.
I'm not really gonna hard. I'm just gonna say like
He's an idiot.
he's an idiot. Like Kobe is Kobe.
He is.
Michael
Who he is.
Jordan even said it himself. That
Yeah.
there's the only person that he ever saw as his equal, but in his own category, is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Like if the man said it himself,
Yeah.
what gives this guy an opinion?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, it doesn't even look like he can run to the mailbox.
Dude, good for you.
Good for
Dos
you. We didn't even bring that up.
Yeah, that's right. It's true.
That's awesome. And it's true.
I just think he went on there. I'm gonna be an idiot for about 2 hours and try to piss people off
I feel like he did it more for just
for show.
for show to get noticed. 'Cause
Yeah.
I never even.
Who the hell is Jason? I just know he hung out with strippers
know,
on
I know.
on Google.
Now he's like
Google's
a
name.
commodity, you know?
Yeah.
He'll be gone and over with. Colin, get some better talent on your show, really. Honestly, I get it. You like being the most knowledgeable guy there. I get it.
Did you read that? I read somewhere too. Like the next day, they brought another person to take over the show while he was gone.
Yeah.
And because I guess people were pissed off, so they took Jason Whitlock off the show and brought a new guy in.
So that's enough about Kobe. Talking about NBA playoffs.
Ooh, Rockets are trash. Sorry.
Rockets are trash. Along with Kevin Durant's shooting yesterday.
Oh my gosh. New
Katie
Lakers.
has actually, I've been watching a lot. I think I watched on His and Hers, and they were talking about how Katie's really cracking under pressure. Not from pressure of the sport of the game, but he's reading what his people are writing about.
Well, because he listens to ESPN too much. Even they did a documentary and he's watching Stephen A. Smith bash on him for about an hour. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Don't
Like,
do that to yourself.
turn that shit off.
Don't do that to yourself, Kevin Durant. Separate
Yeah, dude.
yourself from the negative people in your life. I've been saying that forever.
Come to Lakers, get away from all that shit, and just whoop some ass, bro. That's all. I'm
But
saying.
yeah, he just had a terrible shooting night. And I should tell you something, Kevin Durant. Michael Jordan had the same bad night too, back in '95 to 6.
96, yeah.
And what's wrong with that? That means you're being compared to the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a very bad stat, but at least you're in the same category, you know.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
And I think I've been trying to say this forever.
They lose that series, though, it would suck.
They lose that series. If they lose that series, it's gonna be the next biggest split. Like,
Well, who told me
like
this?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Someone told me about Darren Williams, how he called Darren Williams trash. He's 11 points, and I'm like, Darren Williams is trash compared to every other guard. If you compare him to like
I like Rondo
Westbrook,
over Darren Williams.
yeah, Westbrook and Rondo. Like Darren Williams is a good player, but nowadays you have to do a lot more, and I think he doesn't do that. So yeah, he is kind of trash.
Point guards are
Technically,
going back to what
nowadays.
they used to be when Magic Johnson, a 6'9" point guard.
Yeah, they're kind of doing that. And I think Darren Williams believed in his own press too much, and he has injuries. But he's a good player. But I mean, he can do a lot better. I think he jacked up his thumb or something, and he played the whole game. So that was like, okay, he's actually putting some effort into it. Good for him.
I think going to say this that Kevin Durant needs to stop harping on what I say, or I'm not saying harping what I say, but I mean I as in representing sports people
ESPN and
all that.
sports people.
Don't worry about what they say. You're still a phenomenal basketball player.
Phenomenal.
But if they lose this series, that's gonna be like the whole Penny and Shaq split all over again.
Yep, I hope they lose though. So then the Lakers can grab them.
And then we get them, and then we get another title, and which would be great because then they'll do a 30 for 30 on
Oh
that.
yeah,
The
30
Russell
for
Westbrook,
30. Kevin
Shaquille-
Durant.
Kevin Durant story. Also, shout out to the Pacers winning the first game. They lost the second game. They beat the first game against Raptors. And a lot of people were putting them down.
Paul George is a fucking G, bro.
Paul
I'm telling you.
George did his job.
You know, shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies for sucking major ass. No, I'm just do you know what? Memphis Grizzlies need to break that team up because they're all old school basketball and it doesn't work anymore.
Marcus
So
Gasol needs to go somewhere else. He's wasting his time.
I know. Such good talent.
Blanking here. Kawhi Leonard won his second
Yeah, his
defensive
defensive player of the year.
And they were like, Jamal Crawford won his third Sixth Man of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's not really. The Clippers are still gonna get knocked
Winning
out in the second
defensive
round.
player of the year is pretty good. I'll give you that. Defense is a huge thing,
Yeah.
And I'm picking the Spurs to win it all.
Woo.
You guys already know that. And Jake's picking the Warriors.
Yeah.
What about you, Dos Carinas? Who are you gonna pick?
Huh?
He's picking the Rockets.
The Rockets?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, Dwight Howard's the best center in the NBA right
by
now.
far
No,
none.
Dosky is not.
But
even
yeah, it
close.
was really good. And then the Clippers are not gonna make it past the second round. Because
Yeah.
they're gonna have to face either
Trash.
the Thunder, the Spurs, or Golden State.
Or Golden State, yeah. They're not gonna. Yeah, I don't even know why they're playing. Get them out of there.
There's one thing though I was hearing somebody talk about on
What is
RNK on ESPN talk show. RNK stands for names. I don't remember their names too well. I'm really bad with names. They're mad because Steph Curry sat in Game 2
Oh, because of the ankle
of
injury.
his ankle. They're saying like, oh, it's not a real speculation of his ankle. The Warriors can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, seriously.
They don't need Steph Curry.
But that's that thing though with his ankle though.
They don't need Steph Curry to be on the court.
Johnny be gone. All right, guys, we're gonna talk about Johnny Manziel, guys.
Whoa. Let's back up just a little bit, Jake. This is our pop culture segment. We've been doing this, almost every time. And,
Yep.
And you're like, whoa, V, why are you putting Johnny B. Gone?
He
What
is-
does that mean? Johnny Manziel.
He's a pop icon now.
He's a pop icon. He's not an athlete to me anymore. Personally, I never thought the kid was great. Jake,
Mm-hmm.
on the other hand, thinks he had some talent. I didn't see it. He was phenomenal in college. So what? Tim Tebow was phenomenal in college.
Oh.
Matt Leinart was phenomenal in college. Reggie Bush was phenomenal in college.
I think he's just a rich kid, dude, that had everything
He's
going to him.
spoiled. He doesn't care. I'm tired of hearing him. ESPN, please, for the love of God. I couldn't find the Conor McGregor feed because there was so much Johnny Manziel.
I know. What do you think about Johnny Manziel
I don't
with his
give a
drug
shit.
addiction? Oh my gosh, no one cares
I
anymore.
hope he gets hit by a Range Rover. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Johnny be gone.
Johnny, stop playing football. You're 6'1". You're 6'1". You're not mobile enough. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not.
Dude, they were writing that dude like he was gonna be the like.
You don't play the
next best
shotgun
thing.
enough. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is one of a type kind of player. He's
fucking-
5'11", but he's mobile and he can step back and see where he's gonna throw.
You see that picture of him in Coachella? He's all fucked up, dude. Majorly fucked up.
He's done. I'm tired of hearing about him, guys. His agent dumped him. Nike dumped him. I don't know why Nike ever picked him
LeBron
up.
dumped him. Everybody dumped him.
Everyone's dumped. His girlfriend dumped him.
The Cleveland Browns, the worst NFL team, dumped him. So
So Johnny Manziel, this is me saying that you're no longer an athlete to me.
yeah, that's pretty
You
much.
should have signed with the Padres, honestly. That's been our pop culture segment, guys. Talk about a little bit. Last thing I'm gonna say today, and we're all gonna say, is the Kings. Let's go Kings.
Not
Los
really.
Angeles Kings, not the Sacramento Kings. Dear God.
Yeah, we're not that. We're not. Yeah, no.
I'm not.
We're
talking
not
about
going there
Sacramento
today.
Kings. Los Angeles Kings are in the playoffs.
Good for them.
They're playing the San Jose Sharks.
Boo.
They were down 2-0. Both games were played in LA. They came back to go to San Jose. Lotto was there to, cheer on the Sharks and get them going. It's hell. I don't, honestly, guys, I'll be 100% honest with you guys and gals. Oh, fuck it, I'll say guys. I hate hockey sometimes. It's
so repetitive.
soccer, basketball-ish, where it's like, oh, they missed, oh, they missed, oh, they missed, oh, and it's
I
not
feel you on that.
exciting to me. What I will say, though, is hockey is dramatic as hell. When you got some scores going and you got some, like, hard hits,
When they're
especially in the
beating
playoffs,
their ass and shit.
it's just, there's just nothing better than that. I honestly am a huge fan of watching hockey highlights.
Yeah, that's the only
Hockey
thing
highlights
good
of the
comes out of
playoffs.
it.
I love watching it. People are like, oh my god, how can you say that? It's not for me. But I will say the Kings end up going 1-1 through the whole game. They
Think
make
so?
it to overtime.
Yeah,
They place a little bit of overtime down to like the final, I want to say minute. Don't quote me on that one. Brown from the Kings
Ugh.
slams somebody from the Sharks so hard. This looked better than any NFL hit I've ever seen. It was amazing.
What's
It
going
was
on?
funny.
What's going on with the Ducks? You know the Ducks?
Shay, can you not talk about the Kings?
I don't
The
know,
Ducks
man.
lost too last time I checked.
Oh, they did. They're playing right now. They're actually winning 2-0.
The series or the game?
Oh, the game right now, 2-0.
What's the series?
They're getting their ass whipped, dude.
What's the series?
I think it's 2-0.
Yeah,
So they haven't won the game yet.
I hope they lose. Anyways, so he trucks this kid with a hit so hard, steals the puck, passes it. The other guy on the Kings knocks the goal in. It was like a movie play, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's pretty legit.
so shout out to the Kings. They're known best for when they are down 2-0, 3-0 to come back and win it all. That's just what they do. That's what the Kings do.
Yeah, they'll come back and whoop some ass.
And hopefully we get past the second round too.
I'm gonna wear a Kings hat now. No, I'm just joking.
I have a
with you.
Kings jersey,
Fuck
so
that.
fuck
I'm
you. I'm definitely gonna be wearing that. So the little things we covered today were Conor McGregor and his whole UFC retirement.
His Twitter rant.
Baseball with Bryce Harper, Cubs, the
Woo!
Orioles,
Johnny be gone.
Jason Whitlock, I hate you.
You're trash.
The Lakers,
Kobe, we miss you.
playoffs.
Kobe, come
and-
back, please, just for one game. I
and the
love you, Kobe.
Kings.
And yeah, that's about
Last
it.
thing I want to say though before I end this, there's a man by the name Derek Toledo. More like Tatildo, what did you call him?
Such a dick.
And he's probably not going to hear this because he won't listen to the whole podcast. That's okay. But he keeps,
Derek, his heart's in the right spot, but he
keeps
just
trying to-
doesn't show it
trying
right.
to call out me and Jake when it comes to sports about how he knows soccer. I'm so freaking glad he knows
This is
soccer.
so
because
horrible.
I called you out on it and you never gave me a response.
You
I
know-
asked you how you like England versus Germany. You never responded to me. So I'm waiting for you, Tatildo, to write to me at least or something, you know?
It's funny. You know what's funny is like when you guys argue on my Facebook, I just sit there and laugh because you guys argue for about at least an hour, and I'm like, oh my god, you really guys? Come
Derek
on.
Toledo, I'm calling you out. This has been a great segment, guys. Huge shout out to
Later, guys.
everyone, and talk to you guys next week.